Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Big Dang Guys Views. Now, this is a moment that you've all been waiting for. The Avengers! About darn time. Um, yeah, I'm practically speechless of what to say about this movie. I was so impressed. All I think anyone can say about this is, wow. Um, this is probably the best movie I have seen of like a best superhero movie I've seen of DC and Marvel. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I, I don't even know what to say. I'm so speechless watching this movie. Um, so I guess I'll have to start out with a quick thing. For those of you who may want to buy this on like Blu-ray and stuff like that, um, and if you want a digital copy, my this was a combo thing. So unless you got the combo thing, it would only come with the Blu-ray and 3D, but not the digital copy. And I don't think the DVD. Um, I don't have a 3D TV, unfortunately. Um, which I really wish I did because I think that this movie would be a whole lot better. But yeah, I love this movie. So of course you have Iron Man. Um, Better take it off of this one. It's like one of those 3D things. So of course you guys got Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, Captain America, Hawkeye, and one of my personal favorites, the Hulk. And way in the back, Colonel Nick Fury. Better picture, I think, on the back right there. You guys can't really see it. But like I said, this is one of my favorite movies. So Captain America, they updated the suit a little bit from the original one. I don't really know if I like that one. This kind of more of an updated one, better or worse than the other one. That was actually used in Captain America: The First Avenger movie. Um, Iron Man, which are actually making an Iron Man 3, which is coming out, I think, in either 2013 or 2014. I don't know for certain. Um, I wish that they had kept the triangle thing. I hated that they got rid of it in this. I was like, come on, man, really? Really? He just got the triangle thing in his chest. What's with that, man? That, I mean, that's not really a huge thing in my opinion. I, like I said, I love the Avengers. Still, but that's probably my main complaint about a specific superhero in this. I love that they had the Black Widow and Hawkeye. Hawkeye, he of course is an Avenger, as well as Black Widow, as far as I know for her. Black Widow was played by, I think, yeah, Black Widow is played by Scarlett Johansson. And I think that she did a great job. Thor, of course, he did yet another phenomenal job at the actor played yet another phenomenal job as him in this movie, which each one of these characters, each one of these actors put on their best roles for this movie, which I love. The Hulk, he looked amazing, amazing in this. I kept giving props to how he looked in the uh, the Incredible Hulk. This one was 10 times better, and I am not joking. I think that his entire look was just amazing. I love it. I really, really did. But for a movie as serious as this, they had quite a few very, very good laughs in it. I'm not going to be telling you guys any because you have to see it for yourself. Let's just say puny God. That's all I'm going to say. For any of you who've seen that movie, you should know that joke. Probably the best scene of the entire movie, and one of the best laughs I've ever seen in any movie. Even for Stan Lee, his cameo in this, he of course did a cameo in every single Marvel movie, as far as I know. I forget if he did any in Daredevil. I haven't seen that movie in a while. But I mean, this is probably when this movie came out. It was the best one that I've seen him in. But in my opinion, the best one that he's done. This is definitely the second best, but the best one that he has ever done is probably the Amazing Spider-Man, which you guys have got to watch that movie. A lot better than Spider-Man 3. No more emo haircut. Thank God. But yeah, like I said, I love this movie. I really, really do. Any fan of either DC or Marvel has to watch this movie, even if you're not a huge superhero fan. If you slightly like superheroes of any genre, whether or not it's DC or Marvel, both fans have got to see this movie. Yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. Of course, every movie has their downfall in some parts. Have to say. There are two main things that are my main concern. In this movie, at the ending, how they all died, Phantom Menace style, I hated that. For those of you who haven't seen the movie, like this committee or whatever that Nick Fury is on, he's the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., or like director of it. He sounded like the head honcho. But he was talking to the head honchos, which was like a group or whatever. But yeah, that group, they were talking to him, and they wanted to nuke Manhattan, which is where all of the enemies were. Excuse me, I had to get out of my system. And he said, "No way in hell," practically. And it was kind of funny at that part, but not really. I mean, like I said, this movie had a lot of laughs for the kind of genre that takes place, and for a movie that's supposed to be as serious as it was. But anyway, they were trying to nuke the place, and Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, he and Thor are the only two that can fly, but he could go into deep space and that kind of stuff. So, or I think Thor can as well. I forget about him. I think he can. Anyway, he flew. He got the missile, which was about to come into Manhattan Island. Then he flew up, and he launched the missile. Or not only launched it, but I mean he held it onto his back and let it go out into the fleet of the enemy aliens. That whole thing went kaboom, and everything died Phantom Menace style. I was like, what? What? Is there a mind control ship or something? Where did they get that from? Which I was like, what the heck is with this movie? But yeah, still, that does not degrade the rating at all. That doesn't. I have to say, for a movie as good as this, that does not degrade the rating. It barely does. But another minor concern thing is which the only reason why I'm saying this, as well as with the chess thing, is because I mean it's an awesome movie, but you have to pick out a couple of things to kind of pick on the movie, which don't degrade it really. Which are just two minor things that I notice as a fan. And as a reviewer, it was that for those of you who haven't seen the Thor movie, that doctor guy who was trying to get Thor away from Jane Foster, sorry. Um, that guy, he was in it. He was controlled by Loki, but he put in like a failsafe thing, where the scepter was the only thing that can get to the Tesseract, which was the thing that was. Alright, so let me explain this. The Tesseract was like this cube of infinite power. That was what the Red Skull was after in Captain America. Anyway, they found it when they were searching, or Shield found it when they were searching for Captain America, way before the Captain, way before he was found. So it was after he first crashed. And so anyway, that was transferred to Shield. Shield, uh, excuse me. So then Shield has been working on it for years, and after the whole Thor thing, which at the end, yeah, it was the end of Thor that he came in. He was talking to, he was talking to Nick Fury, and it kind of also gave you a little more of an insight into the Avengers movie. And and Nick Fury, he showed him the Tesseract, which, like I said, was this cube of infinite power, which was from Asgard. And for those who don't know what Asgard is, that's where Thor came from. Norse god, that kind of stuff. Look it up. I'm not going to explain that. I don't really know all the whole history about Norse gods and everything. But they incorporate that into the Marvel movies. Anyway, so that cube with infinite power came from Asgard. So then that doctor guy, he, who was in Thor, he was working on the Tesseract to see, like, try and harness power for, to kind of make weapon, sorry, spoiler alert, to make weapons. Like I said, spoiler alert, it already slipped down my mouth, I have to say that. Which you guys will have to see. I don't want to give away too much spoilers. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, he and this was in the first scene. He was there working on it where they first had Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, which was in Thor as well. He was working on the cube. Nick Fury was down there in like a basement or whatever, working with him, and Loki came in. Loki, he took control of just about everyone in the room who he didn't kill, except for Nick Fury. Thank you for not taking over Nick Fury. Including Hawkeye, who they did take over. I was like, wow. I wish that they hadn't done that, but I mean, at the same time, it's good. It helps the story, but that's one thing I didn't really like, as, like, in my own personal opinion, not coming from a reviewer, but I mean, hey, it made for a very, very good plot, still. So I have mixed feelings about that. And then, after that, when they were building a device to bring down the, I forgot what the alien species was called. I'm sorry, I watched it a couple days ago, but they only mentioned the name a few times of the aliens. Were in it, and anyway, the failsafe was that they take the scepter, and then there's like a protective barrier around the Tesseract that, and only a scepter can go inside, which was, and the scepter belonged to Loki. That was the thing that it was just Loki's weapon that he used to control people. But anyway, they were able to use it, and then the force field went down. Then Iron Man could bring it out. But I mean, like, I thought that he had complete control over the Doctor. I don't know. It's just something I noticed as a reviewer, or just as a fan actually. Which, as a reviewer, I'm like, but as a fan, I'm like, sure, whatever, do whatever. I don't really care. All I want to see is big explosions with them all working together. So, again, not a big concern. And if you guys can't really tell by how I am praising this movie, 5 stars all the way, 5 stars, man. Um, Probably the best superhero movie I've ever seen, and which brings me to another kind of a which brings me to a rumor that I heard about. I heard that the same director who did Avengers, has actually been hired by DC Comics, which, like I mentioned, for those of you who may be more Marvel, DC Comics is like always been the main comparator with Marvel, where they've done most of the superhero comics. Something in my throat. But anyway, I've heard that they're actually going to be doing a Justice League movie, a live action Justice League movie. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I hope that they do one. I love both the Justice League as well as the Avengers equally. I've always been wondering who will win over everything, but right now, Avengers. Hopefully you guys make a Justice League movie. Any of you who may be a director, or anyone who works for DC, make a Justice League movie. I can't stress that enough. And you know what would be even better if anyone did? Even if it was just like a little comic or something on YouTube. I hope that someone would take almost like a mini movie. The Avengers versus the original Justice League characters. That would be just amazing. Like a movie, even a 10-minute skit. If they ever made that into a movie, Justice League versus Avengers, or even a book, I would just be freaked, and I would buy that book immediately. That would probably be the best matchups I've ever seen, even better than AVP, Alien vs. Predator. For those of you guys who don't know, which I am obsessed with. I have loved that series for years. Anyway, that's what I have to say about this. I better let you guys go. I'm running out of time to do this review. Anyway, pick up this movie. Anyone, even rent it on Netflix, but I would buy this on Blu-ray if you guys got it. Avengers. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. I better let you guys go. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and next week I'm going to be doing Iron Man 2. Of course, this is the first one, but I just did a review on this one, too, and I just now uploaded it while I was doing this video. So, yeah, check that one out before you guys watch this. Just an FYI. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and see you next week. Bye.